morning, folks. Sorry, my upper lip was itchy. um, the first thing that I wanna say today, instead of like, oh, we're back Monday, good start to the week, blah 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 blah. Right, the temperature is really fucking bothering me. Right, so if I'm sitting down doing nothing, bitch, be fucking cold. Right, and I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing enough clothes. Like, I need to have more layers on. Blah 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 blah. Right. The second I'm fucking doing something, I'm hot and sweaty, and I'm like, get all this fucking shit off me. I think it's so typical for like springtime though. Um, but anyway, complaining over. Now I'm going to complain about the game. So, last week I had did say, the Necromancer kind of like faction, type of thing is not my jam. I don't. It's something that I probably would say it's the faction that I've played the least. So it's probably the one I'm like the least experienced in. So I probably play them like very wrong, and I think that's why I got my ass beat last week, and I had to, put in a wee Cody Woody. Um, I'm really hoping that today I can start off a little better. Um, so this scenario, we need to defeat Ethric and all of his allies, so it's us versus three. We are limited to level 10, which is, quite low, but his necromancy is quite high and stuff like that. So, we can either start with gold, we can start with knowledge, or we can start with 3 extra liches, or maybe just 3 liches total, because I don't know if we start with any at all. Usually I would go for like the army and stuff, but I think I might go for the money or the knowledge. The only difference is the money gives us Norman. Apparently Normans can be bought and purchased. So the only difference is the 3,000 gold gives me like a head start, with the resources, buying things, upgrading things. I can probably have a larger army or like fortify myself a little bit better, that kind of thing. But the knowledge is permanent and it will carry over to the next 2 scenarios. So I'm kind of leaning towards this one.
Ethric just doesn't give up, but I have found an ally. Vidomina.
Whip whip! Aw. You're so sweet. I was actually thinking about you this morning. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen my wee Landar in the Discord or in streams past couple of fucking days. I think we've been missing each other, but I appreciate that. It's very nice. It's a very, very sweet little message. I'm just hoping that I don't disappoint with my lack of skills and get my ass beat all morning. During your journey to Deyja, you meet a young wizard named Vitamina who wishes to become a necromancer. You agree to take the grim young woman on as your apprentice after she demonstrates a natural talent for necromancy by killing and temporarily resurrecting small animals. Her training goes well and you will soon take her into your confidence. Music's fine now. I put it up because when I was playing Game of Thrones, the talking was really, really quiet. So I think I'll probably keep like the game volume for the stream the same. And then what I'll do is...
It looks like a tiny whiny saw.
It does look like a tiny whiny saw. I don't really having any tiny whiny saws in this. I had tiny whiny saws on... Well, I'll be fighting tiny whiny saws on Wednesday when I'm playing Warhammer. It's absolutely fucking hilarious as well how like I can go from like speaking normally and then one thing sets me off and that whole sentence becomes baby talk. What was I saying? Yeah, so I think the next time I play Game of Thrones, which is Friday, probably Friday afternoon, I will try to go into the in-game audio to try to increase the talkie volume. You explain to her your quest and powerful artifacts you possess and why Ethric wants your head. She grasps the situation quickly and begins making suggestions for attacking Ethric. Defeating him will be difficult, but with this bright new apprentice, your odds have improved considerably. Oh, you've been sleeping?
Me and my frog. Me and my frog. Me and my frog.
It's Frank the Frog. And he's right here. He's right here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. That's Frank. So yeah, like I would say as well, probably the reasons why we've been like missing each other and stuff as well is like sometimes if I can, I'm doing a morning stream, and then sometimes if we don't get round to the morning stream, it becomes an afternoon stream. So then for you, you're probably, you know, like either asleep and then you don't know if I'm streaming or when I'm streaming or, you know, whatever. Yeah, when I haven't seen anyone, you know, in a couple of days or, you know, whatever, I'm kind of like, are they all right? Like, what's going on? Haven't had an update, you know, whatever. So I become like a little worried mama. And I'm like, you dang. See, them stats are pretty decent, like, starting off. Yeah, I kind of want to send her out to do the jibber jabbering. And I want him to be getting the stuff. Numbers actually aren't too bad for them. Don't know if I'm quite there yet though to like take them on. What do I want to work on first here? Definitely just trying to get some sort of something in. Vitamina continues to demonstrate great talent and dedication to becoming a necromancer. Having spent the day conferring with your advisors, you were not available to tutor today, but in the evening you check upon her studies. As you watch her practice incantations under the moonlight, you realize that she is also quite beautiful. Ooh. Suddenly, her eyes meet yours and she smiles warmly. You turn away, slightly ashamed for the momentary indulgence. Necromancers are not supposed to have such feelings. No. It can never get too much of me. She walks over and places her hand on your shoulder. Good evening, masters. Good to see you. I missed your company today. Oh my god, it's getting steamy in here. You brush her hand away. That your first lesson for the evening. Do not be so familiar with me. Necromancers must constantly deal in death, and it is wise to remain distant to those around you, even your mentors. Yes, master, she replies sheepishly. Now for your second lesson. Do not place too much trust in other people, especially the living. All day long, my advisors have been providing information about this land we journey through, but I worry that I have grown to rely on them too much. I need you to go forth and bring me your own impressions of our situation, discover how powerful our enemies are, how many troops they have, and what kind of magic they use. The last 4 towns I encountered were quite easy to defeat, but I do not wish to fall into the trap of being overconfident. I need a fresh pair of eyes to appraise what lies before us. Now go. We watch her ride off. We can't decide if we're relieved or afraid for her, worried for her. Oh, who knew Necromancer? Well, to be fair, he was. Two seconds in, she fucking died. Oh no. Oh no! Oh my, how awkward. That's fucking funny. Okay, we've got green up here already. Yes, 3rd level spells, please. Right, we're gonna swap and I'm gonna send her that way. Disaster! For sure. That was 100% a... Uh-oh! Oopsies! The gold income... Gold income will be good. Let's stop here first. Get some shit. Good morning. Very late for you, I believe. It's 10 a.m. here. Damn. Oh, it could go in there too, but you know, I need the Goldie Wold. Only got 5 skeletons back. That's a bit shit. Even though it's expert. You know what? My weekend was it was a mixed bag. So Saturday like was busy. Like I'd got up, I'd walked the dogs. I did get because I have a dog in my care for like the next 2 weeks. I was a bit concerned about him. There was just something like not quite right, and I went and got like pee test strips. So his pee basically told me some worrying things. I'm not gonna go into like the science behind it or whatever, because I'll talk your ears off all fucking day, and y'all know that like once I start rambling, I find it hard to stop. So that really stressed me out, and I was like, look, I'll do what I can over the next 2 days. I'll monitor him, I'll test again Monday morning, and I'll rush him to the vet if there's an issue. So it basically just meant that over Saturday, Sunday, there was a lot more work for me to do. Just like with his food and things, and, you know, taking him out to the toilet fucking constantly, and, you know, I'll just monitor him and all sorts, right? But P-test came back a lot better this morning, so I was like, right, okay, fine. He's getting picked up on Wednesday anyway, so they'll just be advised, you know, it's probably in your best interest to get him seen to, but it's not like dire needs, emergency fucking run, you know. If I felt that way, I would have just brought it myself. And then got cleaning done on Saturday. I then went to my PT. After PT, I came back, got a wee shower, got a wee bath. I can't even remember what I did mostly on Saturday anymore. I didn't really do much more other work stuff other than just with him. But yeah, that was the bulk of Saturday. It was just mainly work stuff, some cleaning. I got my ass kicked, you know, going to my PT and stuff. And then yesterday I tried to be as lazy as possible in terms of like, I didn't walk the dogs. It was just like a little chill day. I was still doing a lot more work obviously with him because I was concerned about him. Try to get like through our like weekly clean stuff, because I have like a like cleaning schedule. So like on Sundays it's like our weekly clean, and then we plan, you know, like the week ahead. And then I ended up doing a lot more other work stuff yesterday. And other than that, yesterday was kind of like a little just like a breather. I actually managed to sit down for quite a while. Is that you away, honey?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to drop that stuff back, and then I'll go to the Warhammer store?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll drop the stuff back.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, I'll just go down the road there. Hopefully I'll have it.
Right. Chris is leaving the house, so he was fucking yabbering at me, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, I love you, right, get out. So yeah, generally, you know, day to day, there's quite a lot going on. Like even there this morning, like I got up, I didn't even take the dogs out this morning either. So like generally, like this wee dog has been like very lethargic. Showing signs of like some pain and things, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to push it with the exercise. And then my dog's older, you know, anyway, so she doesn't need to walk every single day, you know, every other day, or, you know, 3-4 times a week, you know, fine. And then I came back, I put the dishwasher on, lifted the poop out the garden, Then I did like their feedings and stuff, and then I did some yoga. I did my running workout. I got on the treadmill. After the treadmill, I got a shower. Then I got my breakfast, and then I got ready, and then I streamed. So yeah, there was a tiny little bit of work stuff, just like emails and fucking bollocks or whatever that I had to do as well, but nothing major. I don't really know if it's worth. I can't be taking on no fucking dragon, like. But are they trying to keep me from sulfur so that I don't know? Never fucking mind. I was gonna say, are they trying to keep me from getting sulfur so I don't get my own dragons? Don't know what direction to go in. Fuck it. A little bit of gold. Yeah, there's always a lot going on. There's always fucking something. I think I want you first. Get some views. I feel like they're gonna start coming for me though. I'm gonna need some sort of defenses. Uh-oh. Oh. I shit myself thinking that was like bad news there because it was taking a while. I was like, whoa. Right, so I want to ignore that. Need to go this way. No one else can move. What are you talking about? I need one of them to like stay put somewhere so I can see what I'm working with because it's 3 against 1 like. But yeah, even this week is gonna be very, very hectic as well. Like I don't have I'm not 100% sure on what else I have to do today other than, you know, I still have to do stuff with both the dogs. Then I have like my daily cleaning and whatever to do. I actually need to plan other streaming stuff, my TikTok stuff, work stuff from a work TikTok, 40k Fiends stuff, 40k Fiends TikTok stuff. Never mind, there's quite a lot to do later. I lied. Yeah, so I've quite a lot to do later. Yeah. And then I'm waiting on like flooring stuff being delivered at some point this week. And then I basically have to like do all that fucking DIY shit by myself. That'll all end up going in my vlog, by the way. That's gonna be an absolute fucking shit show. One thing I will say is the top that I was wearing this morning, not this one by the way, because I put on obviously a different one after my workout and I got a wash and stuff. It was, let's say, not appropriate. I recorded my yoga and my running workout and then watched the video back and I was like, nope. So that isn't it gonna be in the vlog for this week. But the treadmill stuff, you know, like will be, and then the dogs and, you know, whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And then at some point during the week we have a new TV come in, and I'm also gonna be getting my lashes done, so we'll see that too. So it's a busy enough week. And then this dog goes home on Wednesday, and then I have Thursday like off, and then Friday it's off, but I got my lashes done. Saturday off, and then I have another dog on Sunday. And then I have a day off, and then I have another dog that's coming on the Tuesday for 2 weeks. So yeah, it's just a busy. He's in love, I tell you. A skeleton warrior whispers to his comrades. Haven't you seen the way he looks at her? Aw. When she rode off, he practically got all misty-eyed. I feel bad for like killing her in that other turn. Shut up, you fool, a zombie warns. Spreading gossip like that'll get you killed. Ha, I'm not afraid of Sandro. Why is he so love-struck? And I wonder if he still has the metal to lead us into... A sudden bolt of lightning sends the skeletons, charred bones flying in all directions. There'll be no more of that such talk. Now get back to your duties. Sandro snarls at the surviving troops. They quickly scatter off to their posts. Curse you, your human frailties. You admonish yourself. If you fail to keep your emotions in better check, your armies may lose confidence in your leadership. You finally got to 40k, 49k momentum, ran into a really solid boss. Was that Drogon we talked about the other day? I'll be Game of Thronesing on Friday. And I actually, like, I will say that Game of Thrones is taking up a lot more of my mental space than Inzoi is. Like, I'm itching to play more Game of Thrones than I'm itching to play Inzoi. Even though I tried to play Inzoi the other day and it was fucking crashing on me. And I was like, you wee shit. Which we haven't got to the bottom of yet. I'm kind of waiting on Chris to sort that one out. Y'all know I be crying him about everything. Yes, 4th level spells. Thank you. Oh, everything should be... Oh, shh. Re-recruitable. What's a main quest boss? Nice. I still only think I'm at like 7,000 momentum. To be honest. Yeah, I just want to get in here and then I'm going to go back and get my shit. I can do that without losing anything. What are you talking about? No. I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Honestly, like, I don't have time for a sneeze these days. Like, I feel like I'm so burnt out. And, like, I'm getting, like, overly emotional. I have no patience. Like, my sleep has been horrific for the past, like, week or, you know, whatever. I've just had, like, a lot going on, a lot in my mind. And I just feel like the stress levels just aren't coming down. I feel like I'm trying to manage like 60 projects all at once and I'm feeling fucking miserably. But I'm trying. Okay, nice. Let me just finish that. I literally completely forgot. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do what I can, but I feel like I'm pushing myself to 120% and I'm still feeling miserably. Like, it's probably not the case. That's just how I feel. You know, like, I would be a person that's really, really hard on themselves. You know, so it's like, it's probably not as bad as, you know, I think it is, but it's just, that's how it feels to me. Like, I can't remember what, I was so fucking busy. There was just like thing after thing after thing on Saturday that I almost completely forgot to stream. And I was just like, oh, it's getting so late, it's getting so late, it's getting so late to try to fucking stream. I ended up with, you know, no makeup on, no fucking camera. Because I didn't have the extra fucking time to try and go stream. And then I ended up, you know, Inzoi was being a fucking arsehole. And then I was just like, oh, like, everything's going fucking wrong. Like, camera shit's been fucking up. I can't fucking stream on Twitch and TikTok at the same time. I don't know how to fucking navigate and everything and fucking fix it or whatever. You know, so I'm just like, I feel like I'm just, like, boiling. If that makes sense. Okay, he's actually not that worrying. So I need the red Keymaster's tent, even though I'm red. Come on now. I think I'm just gonna keep some zombies here, because I think that's what I did last time. Yeah, I am really bad for being hard on myself, like, for sure. I think most people, you know, most people are, like, I would say I'm bad for, like, wanting perfection. It's not necessarily, like, I don't want, Jesus, bro, slow fucking hell. I don't want, you know, perfection overnight. You know, I'm not that kind of person where I'm like, I need this all to be perfect and, you know, whatever, like right now. Oh shit. Long thick branches wrap around your body and pull you to the ground. You're attacked by dendroid. What are they called? Soldiers, it said. Hi. Thank you. Mine. No. Yeah. Damn. Was I just taking forever to get in the walls or something, or? Oh fuck, I thought they resisted that, but it was just him. I was like, damn. They don't even have anything. Is he got good magic or something? There we go. That makes sense. See, if they're trying to, like, loop around, I would rather, like, get them to have to use more move points, if that makes sense. Okay, they're going there anyway. Just to get rid of you. Leads nowhere good. Although, to be fair, I'm doing alright. But it usually leads nowhere good. For sure. Just about. Happy days. How many have used there? 11. I can kill a couple. Nice. I think I suffered a little less. Okay, so it's me versus 2. I want to get these bad boys. So let me start, yeah, deciding how I'm going to protect these. All right. Does that mean the dragons aren't there anymore? I don't know. I'll see if you joined me. That would be unreal. Fuck. Oi! Huh? I just walked that way? That was stupid. I don't like that. Alright, I'm a bit low on funds. I need to recruit next turn, so... Oh god, that's annoying. Oh my god, fuck off, man. Very frustrating. Oh, they did that for me. Alright. Cheers, Brett. Don't think anyone will get to them in one turn, like. A message from Vilmina appears. Master, there are 2 rampart towns in this region. Ethric sent word to them explaining the incredible danger posed by you because of the artifacts you carry. Unfortunately, the dwarves populate one of these towns, and when they learned that one of your artifacts was stolen from their people, they agreed to join Ethric's fight against you. Be wary when passing through this area. I think, that was it. I think that was it. My army's not too strong right now, like. You're gonna have very good magic as well. Oh shit, no, I don't want to do that. 22 by 10 is 220. Do sort of need to get through this in as little, yep, turns as possible because his magic's just gonna whittle me away to nothingness. I would have done that too, bro. Don't worry about it. So what did everyone else get up to over the weekend? I know I've filled everyone in about my weekend. Actually, not really any point in moving, yeah. Alright. I feel very vulnerable right now. Oh, nice. How old's your son? I'm hanging in there. I'm not doing great, but I'm hanging in there. Oh, shit. I mean, my skeletons are definitely growing. Immune to curse, but extra necromancy. I'd rather have my extra necromancy. Can you reach? Nope. 25 already? Damn. Only 3 years younger than me. It's a big baby you got there. Would you be like super close or only like, you know? Being sick? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. Them friendships are hard. I will admit I've been there myself, and it's a very tough pill to swallow because sometimes you just kind of need to. Someone had this really good analogy, right? Is that there are people, certain people in your life only deserve so much access to your life. So sometimes you have what's called porch people. Them porch people should never have, you know, they should always be kept outside. You know, acquaintances, hey, how are you, how's things? You know, you acknowledge each other, you don't hate each other or have a dislike in or anything like that. but they're not gonna, you know, be in the innermost areas of your you know, your private life. You don't necessarily trust them enough to do business with either. You're not gonna go on like couples trips or family holidays. You know, if it's their birthday, you're not gonna like have a birthday party for them or buy them a present. It'll be more like, oh, it was your birthday, happy birthday, that's a nice one, bye. You know what I mean? And then you have what's called, you know, like kitchen people. So, you know, people that, you know, you would, you know, you trust kind of in, you know, like your real inner circle. They do have a place at your table, you know, like Arthur and the round table, you know, like that kind of thing. You know, you would do business with them, you would trust them with your children, you would give them, you know, the spare key to your house if you're away on holiday, you know, that, like, that kind of stuff. You have, like, your kitchen people, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it's very, very hard to admit that when we have someone at our kitchen table that really is a porch person, you know, either we're putting in all the effort to make sure that they always have a seat, but sometimes they only come around whenever they feel like it, you know, or they're only there when it's good, but then when you're crying at your kitchen table, they're nowhere to be seen, you know, that kind of thing. And sometimes it is a really hard pill to swallow that, you know, people don't deserve as much access to, you know, our life as we give to them. Or sometimes there's people out on the porch who really are the best people to be inviting around your kitchen table, but you've got no space because the wrong someone is taking up all the room. You know, like, that's, like I said, it's a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes you just gotta deal with it, you know? I feel like I'm not getting a breather. You've always been close? Yeah. Wanting streams, playing your World of Warcraft and stuff as usual. Yeah. Always have to keep your gaming up, like, you know what I mean? Gaming comes first, yo. Yeah, give me damn. It's nice that you've always been close. I would say that, like, I've had a couple of years, you know, like, in my life, where I felt like I was truly close to my parents, but we're very estranged, you know, for the most part. Like Chris's family would be way more my family. Like, I don't really see my family. Like, if I reach out to them, they don't reach out to me, or they only reach out to me if they want something, you know, like, it's that, you know, it's that kind of not healthy environment. And they would have, like, even just the analogy I just said, they would have been people that I always made sure had a seat in my kitchen, because they're family, they're blood, and everyone puts, you know, so much emphasis on, you only have one this, you only have one that, you can never get your family back, blah blah blah. But I have kind of needed to put them out on the porch, because if I'm investing all this into you and you're not investing anything into me, and you're only around when you want something, need something, or want to cry about something, or, you know, I'm not good enough, or, you know, whatever, there's so many more people that have a deserving seat at the kitchen table, you know, and they're the people that I respect a lot more, you know. So, like, it's amazing when I see, like, obviously there's definitely a hint of, like, jealousy and sad, not jealousy as in, like, give me it, you know, but more jealousy as in, I wish I had, I don't know, more longing, I would say, not jealousy. I would say jealousy makes it sound like I'm not happy for that person when I am, but it's, like, it makes me happy and sad. It's very bittersweet for me when I see, like, close-knit families. Like, Chris's family is a very, like, close-knit family. Like, they're ready to die for each other, you know? And I'm like, this is weird. This is weird, man. It's weird. It's a 10-year thing. We spent a significant time of being favorable, travel together, shared a house when I visited, invest in each other. Don't really know when the turn happened, but I've tried to keep connection the most. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're the only one fighting for the relationship, whether it's familial, friendship, blood, not blood, romantic, you know, whatever. It is time to hang it up. It is just very, very sad. Like you said, it was 10 years and it was, you know, it was so good and it was stable and, you know, you felt like that was your kitchen table person. Just to realize that, you know, sometimes we also need to be sensitive in the fact that we need to meet people where they're at. So everyone has, you know, can be in different seasons of their lives at the same time. So, you know, if I'm in a season of my life where I'm building, which I would say is the season of my life that I'm in now, is that I'm building, I'm pushing for more. I'm trying to progress things. Like I said, we've upgraded our house, it's bigger, I've moved to a completely different part of the fucking country, you know, I've moved out of, you know, the actual fucking capital city into like a little town, you know what I mean, which is like wild for me, but you know, like we've upgraded our life, you know, in so many different ways. And I can no longer dedicate the priority time to certain people that I did, you know, a couple of months ago, because I'm in a different season of my life now, and I might be in this season for my life for the next 3-4 years. So it's can these people weather the storm with me for 3-4 years until that levels out? What season of their life are they in? You know, are they in the season of their life where they're trying to, you know, clear out as many things as possible and scale down and just prioritize, you know, their health and well-being, you know, or are they at a season, you know, of their life where they're just purely focused on the fact that they have little children, and that takes up so many fucking, you know, hours and, you know, all that there. It's like, sometimes we need to be sensitive over the fact that we're not always going to get, I'm not saying like you're being selfish or anything and you're like me, but obviously it's not nice when you're the one reaching out and you're not necessarily getting, you know, rejected. Like, it's not like they're replying, I don't want to talk to you, fuck off. But when you hear nothingness, that can tell you, you know, that hurts. That can tell you that they're not thinking of you when they're not sending that message first. They're not thinking of you. You're not a forethought in, you know, their mind or whatever. Or the way I, like, and the things that have hurt me in friendships in the past is that if my friend is going through something and doesn't reach out to me when they're going through things, that tells me that they don't think I am the one to be there for them, that I'm not going to be their rock, that I'm not going to be there to pick them up when they're down. That fucking hurts me, because I'm that friend. Like, I don't care what the fuck you're going through, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to celebrate your fucking wins, even if your win is just getting up in the morning and brushing your damn teeth. I'm going to celebrate that with you if you're fucking struggling. But it's about the balance, isn't it? And I suppose silence doesn't tell you anything else that could be going wrong. Silence just makes us be in our feelings, which is completely understandable. Played Gladius? No. Galdius? Or Gladius? I don't know if you typed it wrong or if I'm saying it wrong. Galdius? Galdius? I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, so I've played, me and... Yeah, I didn't know if it was like you typed it wrong or if I was just going like, huh? I'm making up shit in my head. Because bitch do be doing that. I've played some of Rogue Trader. Chris has played Space Marines too. We love the tabletop and we love the lore. So all the boxes of bullshit behind me here in this general area is all our 40k stuff. And we do have our YouTube and on our TikTok, which is 40k Fiends, which is our 40k based love channel. Love channel, that makes sense. That sounds dodgy. That is, you know, our painting, our showing off our armies. It's gonna be playing and stuff soon, but we can't really do that when everything's still boxed up because we need storage stuff sorted. And like all our lore stuff, because we like read a lot of the books and then we like to post like lore videos and things. So that's all on 40k Fiends. So yeah, like game wise, like PC or, you know, whatever, the only thing that I've played is I know, that's what I was going like, oh god, this is gonna sound like it's some fucking OnlyFans shit. It's gonna sound dodgy as hell. But you know what I find really fucking, like, I don't really like to yuck someone's yum. But when we have posted in the past, like a lore video, like a deep dive lore video about like Slanesh or like the Demonettes or, you know, like just something about, you know, like the chaos, you know, that particular chaos god of Slanesh, right? The amount of like fellas that will comment under it and be like, oh, I'd smash. And you're like, an alien creature with like claws and spikes, but like 9 titties. Like, don't get me wrong, I love titties. I'm obsessed with titties. I look at titties. Chris doesn't even register women's titties, and I'm like, did you see them fucking? And he's like, no. But like the explicit, like, I would do this, and I'm like, this is an alien demon creature that you just want to do heinous things to because it has 9 titties. Or like some of them have like a half male body, half female body, and I'm like, look, if you're bisexual, whatever you're into, it's not my business. But it's an alien. Like, god damn. So Landar, have you heard of Warhammer 40k? Because that's what we're talking about. I want to peek. I'll type it into the chat what our YouTube is called. On our TikTok. So, if you type that into YouTube or you type that into TikTok, you'll see that. I think you'll also see my face. So all the lore stuff and a little bit of the painting stuff is on YouTube. YouTube is mainly lore. And then the TikTok has a lot more of like our armies and things. So 40k Fiends is made up of 4 people. So I had basically just randomly decided that I wanted to get into 40k. I just kind of fell in love with it overnight once. And then I was like, you know, my best friend's husband is a big, you know, like 40k Fiend, 40k player and stuff. He's done like tournaments and all in the past. He has a fucking massive army, blah, blah, blah. And then Chris was getting into it, and then hilarious as well, the backstory is that it's my bestie's husband had been trying to get her into it for all these years, and she was like, that's for nerds. Ew, no boring. And the second I said I was getting into it, she was like, yep, I'm getting into it now. That's me. So the 4 of us make up 40k Fiends. So we all kind of have our roles. And what we do, what we specialize in, you know, yada yada yada. I'm the founder, you know, per se, because then I went to Chris and I was like, you know, do you want to like make something out of this? And then I went to them too, and I was like, what about 40k Fiends, you know, blah blah blah. So that's how that was born. But that takes up our time as well. Like, obviously when we move, we've dropped the ball a bit. But now the ball is back to rolling, which is why I said I actually have quite a lot to do today, because I have some 40k Fiend stuff to do. Right, what's quicker? It's quicker for you to just go straight, so I'll put you here. You'll go down there. I'm Space Wolves. Weep, weep. Obviously, you know, the Viking bitch gotta do the Viking bitch stuff. Durr. But yeah. So Chris's faction is, he's the Death Corps. Generally he's Astra Militarum, but he loves the Death Corps, like specifically. So he has general Astra Militarum stuff, but then he's, you know, delving more just into that. Then I'm Space Wolves. I was like fucking sci-fi fucking space Vikings with wolves and fur and ice and axes and shit. Hell yeah. And then Michael, he is just bog standard. He's just Space Marines. And funnily enough, I call her my wifey. She's my best friend. She is actually the Chaos Demons, primarily Slanesh. She's got the titties to go with it, to be fair. She doesn't have 9, she just had a lot. Oh, you were Necrons as well? Oh, damn. What are they like? Well, if it was back in the day, you might not remember, and I'm sure loads of things have changed. But what were they like? Because I've not fought the Necrons. We've done, I think we might have done like one lore video on them, but we haven't done, oh shit, I didn't even see him. We haven't done like a lot on the Necrons, and I haven't came across them to like fight any or whatever. Not like came across them, but I mean like we don't have anyone who plays as them. Yes. These things are fucking watermelons. I don't know how she carries them around all day. Fucking hell. It's something else. Like, just cleans my back pain all the time. And I'm like, girl, if I was carrying around them things, I'd be in a damn wheelchair. No. Oh, they didn't even exist. Damn. You know, everyone finds it really, really disappointing when someone says, oh, I'm going to get into Warhammer 40k, or like someone's kid. You know, it's like, oh, like, mommy, daddy, I want to get into Warhammer 40k, and the parents are big 40kers, and then they end up playing as a Tau, whatever, it's my accent. Yeah, people are like, what the fuck? I initially, when I was looking into it, I really wanted to play as the Adeptus Custodes. And then I didn't realize there was Space Wolves, obviously, and then when I found there was Space Wolves, I was like, yeah! But I think, like, second faction-wise, I've always said to myself, I'll either go and do Adeptus Custodes, or I'll do the Eldari. Mostly pick them because nobody else at the shop. Okay. They were all Marines or Orcs. Chris initially played as Orcs, but he did not like their playstyle. He did not like the fact that they were weak, generally, but strong in numbers and cheap points, so he could have loads of them. You know, it's called the Green Tide or the Green Horde for a reason, but that kind of playstyle just didn't work for him. He still has a lot of his Orc stuff. He still has to paint a lot of his Orc stuff, but he doesn't really plan on, like, buying anymore because he's all Deathcore. Yeah, variety, I would say variety is definitely good. Like, I don't want to... Like, I personally don't have everything Space Wolves that I want. Space Wolves are now getting this big massive overhaul, so I'm going to have the big special box, and there'll be, like, a special video on that and stuff. We were considering, you know, doing, like, a TikTok stream, not TikTok, like a Twitch channel for 40k Fiends and, you know, streaming, but then you're not allowed to, like, share the account. So... It's very rare that all 4 of us are available at the same time for, you know, a chunk of time to be all, you know, they have to drive, you know, all the way to us or, you know, whatever, with all their Warhammer fucking either gear so that we can play or, you know, their paints and all so we can sit and paint, you know, on a Twitch stream. But then it wouldn't be fair if, like, there was a Twitch 40k Fiends and then I was the only one on it. You know, because there is 3 other faces to 40k Fiends, that's not fair. But, yeah. I'm gonna hold on to my money. No, not yet. I believe I have one. Hold on, because there's literally books right beside me. I don't know how many of these are, Space Wolves related. This is literally all I could grab in my tiny little hands. So we do have Horus Heresy ones. So the very first Horus Heresy one that I'm reading at the minute. I'm only on like chapter 4 though, because I don't have a half fucking time. So we've got Galaxy in Flames. Then we have the Honor Guard, which is also obviously for Chris. Then we have the actual Krieg book itself. We have Wolf's Honor. So this is the Ragnar Blackname one, which might be the one you're talking about, but I think he has a couple. We have Sons of Fenris as well. We've got Gunheads, and we have Wolfblade as well. So yeah, we're quite the 40k nerds over here. I would try to show you some models, but they're well packed up. They're still bubble wrapped and everything. So yeah, that's not happening. I'd be digging around in there for like 20 minutes. Maybe I'll put it in the Discord. Which one? I think it is. Not Landor, because I've known Landor for longer. But what was I gonna say? The other, yeah. I might in the Discord do like a little video. I might, like, if I've got time later, like pull everything, you know, out. I might do like a little. Ooh. But some of my stuff is on TikTok and thing anyway. Like I kit bashed stuff and made some of my spaces, some of my general Adeptus Astartes models, Vikingy. So yeah, my Infernus Marines are still my favorite painted models. Necros are definitely strong, enduring bunch, special rubular guns they always had, always wounded or glanced on a 6. Was cool to fit their tech lore, and Catan units were fun and tricky to play with too. They're lacking variety. Yeah, I don't really change war gear out that much. I do like a little bit, like every night, you know, a little bit. But there's very. Oh, that's why. I think my Bjorn. I think I swapped out one of his weapons, and my Stormfang gunship as well. I think I swapped out one of its weapons, but it's quite rare that I fiddle with any of that. I will say that every time it was me versus Chris, and Chris is playing as orcs, I wiped the floor with him. I do wipe the floor with him as Ashtra Militarum as well. But Slaanesh generally, like Chaos Demons, because she uses like Be'lakor and stuff too. So she's not always just Slaanesh. But yeah, she fucking wipes me the fuck out. So that's why I got my Stormfang gunship, so I could have actually more pew pew power. But yeah, she does a lot of damage. That honestly, the Chaos Demons really frustrate me, and I find it quite unfair that they're very, very cheap in terms of their points. So they can have a character, and the character's 300 points, but they're fucking massive and OP as hell. And like she has like the Keeper of Secrets or something. The Keeper of Secrets is like 380 points. And that thing's strong as hell, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't fucking stand a chance. Me and Michael actually had two, like, we were doing, like, 2,000 points versus 2,000 points, so she had her 2,000 points, and I had 1,000 points against her, and Michael had 1,000 points against her, and we just about managed to kill her off. Like, and I say, just. Like, I had, like, 1 unit left on the fucking table. I don't believe I have. I think Chris might have. Chris has played another 40k game that I haven't. I just can't remember what it's called. I don't know. One of your spies asked to speak with you, sir. After studying our dwarven enemies for a week, we have learned much. When the artifact was stolen, each dwarven tribe thought the other one stole it, and they've been at war in the years since. However, when Ethric's letter arrived, they have joined forces for the first time. You must be ready for a large battle. No! I don't want. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm itching to, like, play a 40k game though. It's just none of our stuff set up. Like, I got like my battle mat and all, but we don't have a table. Like, we currently don't have a table big enough. So, ugh. annoying. Right, glancing. The tank armor rules. Weapons usually have... Hell no. I'd rather you stroll in there for a turn, my guy. Weapons usually have to have a power above the vehicle's armor, if I recall. Allah's cannon's power was 9, and the front armor of a predator tank was 12 when I played. What? What? Not season. What do you call it? What do you call it? Like it was 11, now it's 12. That's not like season, but... What do you call it? Yes, that one. Fucking hell. Yeah, we're 11th edition now, aren't we? Or are we 10th edition? Because a lot has changed. So, I, in rules, don't remember it being like a specific area of something has a different, you know, armor level or, you know, whatever. So the front armor of a predator tank, like I've never heard of like front armor, back armor, fucking left armor, whatever. Las cannon will need a 3 for a glancing hit damage table for 4+ full penetration. Nah, that does not ring a bell for me. Like you have like your like ballistic skill, so your BS if you're pewing. You need to check that against, like if whatever against whatever like number it says in the data sheet. So like if the data sheet says 3+, then you need to roll a 3 or higher to hit, you know, your BS with your A number. That's how many shots then you've got with your A number. So if it's A1, then you're only rolling 1 dice to try to get more than a 3. If that makes sense. I'm not really good at explaining stuff without a script. So we've shot like how-to videos and all that makes sense in a script, but when I'm just like yapping out loud, then I just fucking ramble. You played 2nd edition? Damn! Fucking hell. I know my bestie's husband, he's played since like 7th edition or something. Or maybe even 5th edition. He's played for many, many years. Whereas me and Chris are right new. Yeah, yeah. The BS and stuff, yeah. I just honestly... You know what I actually missed, right? Just zoning in for a moment, right? You know what I absolutely miss the most about playing is the sound of the dice in the dice box. Oh, music to my ears. Music to my ears. You were a team when you first get into it. You were playing. Okay. So we've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th edition, and then I think Michael takes over from 5th edition, and then here I am on like 10th. It's also just so damn expensive. It's wild. What day of the week is it? 3. Rather just try to learn a little bit of extra magic or whatever if possible. Yeah. Like, I didn't expect my finances to take such a dive with moving house that like it has, to the point where I used to be able to afford, you know, to go and buy a new Warhammer, you know, something every month, whether it was just new brushes, paints, some units, a character, something. And now I'm at the point where I'm incapable. I cannot afford it. I cannot do it. I've enough to kind of, you know, do me for now, but it's more so like if Chris sees something that he thinks that I need or I want, you know, for my army, then he might pick it up for me. But even at that, like, that's very, very expensive. Like, I do have a 2,000 point army. Maybe 2,500 points. So it's decent. I can play. Some stuff still isn't painted. Some stuff still isn't fucking primed. Or is it all primed but not painted? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't even have access to the stuff because it's all paying me. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's why it's very tough to get into these days, because generally it's, you know, you're paying more, and like your mortgage you're paying more, and you know your rent, foods costs, you know, more, insurance has gone up, everything's wild. And then if you do have some sort of hobby, you know, even fucking Warhammer is very hard to keep up with these days. And I've got to the point where I just can't. Like, I'm still loving 40k Fiends, you know. Obviously it would be, you know, the plan, you know, would be that 40k Fiends, you know, turns a profit, and we can use that to obviously grow, where am I going? To obviously grow 40k Fiends more, you know. I'm gonna hang on to my money now. Yeah, I mean, 1,500 points is absolutely fine. You know, if someone else has 1,500 points, the only issue sometimes with that is, depending on your faction, that can be very restricting. So 1,500 points, you have a lot to play with if you're orcs, because it's like 80 points for, you know, 10 plus fucking, you know, a 10 unit loaded orc dudes. But, you know, 80 points for me is a meh character. You know what I mean? And oh, thanks, love. I appreciate it. That means a lot. You're very sweet. And I would have to say the same. Like, obviously there's days where like people aren't on, you're kind of just streaming for yourself. But like, if I say I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna show up, you know, regardless. But when people, you know, we're in and we're talking and we're yapping, and it's, you know, just a good old stream, like that's what I'm really here for. It's what I live for. You know, that's why I do it. You know, so it means just as much to me as it does, you know, for you guys. But yeah, like, it's harder for certain factions. I would say, like, Space Wolves are so character heavy, but the characters are great. You know, but even Logan Grimnar, you know, he's like, what, 300? No, he's 180. He's 180 points. You know, but then, like, he's not super useful to be attached to stuff. So it's like, I got a lot of time with you. I mean, initially I wanted to keep it as specific as possible. You know, like, the way I see it is, you know, lore specific as possible. So the way I saw it was, Space Wolves do belong to the Adeptus Astartes and stuff, but we don't always follow it fucking by the book. You know, we've been known to be a bit, you know, independent, do our own thing, you know, whatever. So in my opinion, it wouldn't be completely uncommon for Space Wolves to fight Space Marines, you know, over a difference of opinion, or, you know, whatever. But then I wouldn't necessarily see, you know, Space Wolves fighting alongside orcs, You know, so it's like stuff like that, that when obviously we have like our factions and stuff within 40k Fiends, it's kind of like, I don't really know if like we would team up lore wise. We kind of hate each other, you know, or I've had an argument with her playing, you know, as the Chaos Demons, that some Chaos Demons hate each other. Some, you know, because there's obviously four of them, 4 Chaos Gods inside of, you know, the Chaos Demons faction. So, and some of them completely despise each other. So I'm like, you wouldn't have them fighting alongside them. They hate each other. And then she's like, oh, well, you know, it's all Chaos Demons, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. The Codex is only good for toilet paper. I love it. I do what I want. That's funny. Alright, we'll take some of them then. I mean, my skeletons are going great, but everything else is dwindling away on me. And I'm not, like, holding anywhere long enough. You know, to be honest, I'm just gonna go this way. And she can take that back. My lips are really dry. I don't know where my lip stuff is. Oh my god. Can't remember who it was that I was talking to on stream. I think I was streaming like Inzoy or something. And someone was like, my name is also Chris, like every single time I was talking to Chris. I don't know if it was you or someone else. And I was like, oh damn, I need to stop talking about Chris. You're gonna be like, what, me? I don't like this. What's the chain lightning gonna do? I don't have enough artifacts. Well, I do. My artifacts are decent, actually. Talking shit. Only kill like one, but I would finish them off. You fucker. Don't know what his magic is like as well. $226. Sweet. Where did my music go? Oh, there it is. I was like, damn. Go for the skeletons. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Damn. Oh, I should have just waited. Oh, never mind. I think I did better than they did. Well, in the auto-resolve, I mean. This is actually getting really tedious. I feel like my army isn't getting anywhere, but they're coming at me with stronger and stronger. Don't really have the extra money to be fucking about there. Shit. See, they've got manticores now. Oh, hell no. I don't like it at all. Oops. My money's struggling. What? Your magic must be great. $226. That's wild to me how the auto-resolve got that so bad. They're not really able to build too much there either. Lord. Nah, this is fucking piss me off. Should be able to hold our own. I need to hold this long enough where I can push up and take that. I swear my phone never stops these days. I need to check something too. Oh shit. Yes and no. Simply because most of the time it's like, oh, a bill is due. Or it's like, your order's arriving at an awkward time. Or it'll be like, you know, someone being like, oh, can you help me with my dog with this, that, and the other? And I'm like, oh, jeez. Right, I'm going straight up. You know, because like if it's a work emergency, you know, obviously I'll be like, bye, guy. You know what I mean? I'll be like, bye. I'll, you know, run off. But obviously it's not as fun, you know, when it's like a bill or something. And I'm like, right, yes, I'll pay it later. Go away. You know? Yeah. Yes, same. That's the exact same for me. I'm like, what the fuck is it now? What now? What is this shit? What's going on? God damn it! At least once this is done, this is done. And then maybe I can start. Like in the past, when I was working but not working like as much and stuff, and there wasn't like as many like dire things going on, his magic's quite strong, so I'm just gonna leave that as it is. I would never. I asked in the Discord like last week if anyone wanted to bruh. So I was gonna do my achievement hunting for Age of Wonders Planetfall, right? And then I had to uninstall it to make room for Game of Thrones and Inzoi. And then I said in the Discord there like last week or something, I was like, I can reinstall Age of Wonders Planetfall if anyone wants to do a multiplayer. But if no one wants to do a multiplayer, then I'll just, you know, keep it as is. Because I could like uninstall another game temporarily, do the multiplayer, you know, and then like work on, you know, my achievement hunting or whatever. And no one said nothing. I mean, you can absolutely join the Discord too. I keep saying like every other day that what do you mean my message failed to send? There we go. It's like message failed to send in my own blue stream. But yeah, if you're asleep, you're asleep. It's fine. I do tag everybody though, so just make sure that like anything that, you know, like when you are, you know, like up and you feel decent. Obviously, if you're up and you feel like fucking shit and you're sick and you're not well and you're struggling with stuff, like don't be worrying yourself about it. I'm gonna probably try to use these as a go-between then for running stuff to him. But yeah, join the Discord and you'll be kept up to date, kind of everything's going on. If you enjoyed Planetfall, you know, if you still own it, you know, then we can instead of it just being me and Landar, you know what I mean, you can join in as well. my achievement will. I'm gonna keep my money. I need to push up into year. Yeah, that's decent. See, me too. Because no one wanted to do multiplayer. And now people want to do multiplayer and I'm like, yay! But yeah, like I would reinstall it if there was, you know, 2 other people that wanted to do a multiplayer, and then we can go in and fuck shit up. I actually think it's worth spending the money to just get that done and then taking the hit of not being able to recruit as much. Oh, has anyone heard news as well about, I don't know if it's the Old World or Age of Sigmar, but the Wood Elves are coming? Sorry, I wanted to actually go check my calendar for days that, you know, I can... I might be able to do Thursday, Saturday, or maybe Sunday. Sunday, I do have another dog coming, but if it's good and it's chill, then I can probably play on the laptop in the living room, but I'll have no camera and I'll have no headset. But I'll still be able to play. We can type into the Discord. I'll get you your rolls sorted as well. Bingo and bango. No, let me click the button. There we go. Oh, Jesus, bloody fucking... Woo! Right, no one's really in the danger zone down here. Can I recruit stuff? I'd rather take these and take these. Couple of these. Bingo. What's his hand? Jesus Christ. Good morning. Oh, wait, is it you who's called Chris? Because I remember, I had it in my head and I said to everybody earlier, I was like, someone else is called Chris, and every single time I am talking about my Chris, I'm like, am I talking to the person who's also called Chris, and now I'm making everyone confused? Or are they here, or are they not? So I'm like, wait, hold on a minute, raise your hand if your name's Chris. But you need to know. Yes, it's you. Alright, okay. I was getting you confused with Asuka. Because I was like, it's someone who's new, and it was someone who was either for the first time watching me do Game of Thrones or Inzoi, and I can't remember who it fucking was. But yeah, we were talking about Warhammer 40k for a good chunk there. And now we're also talking about Age of Wonders Planetfall, and then trying to do like a multiplayer of Age of Wonders Planetfall and stuff, and then like through the Discord, you know, off stream, not streaming, but like in my Discord. So like everything's going on. So as soon as I saw your name, I was like, is that you, Chris? Are you Chris? Is it you? Right, you can go back the way. Oh, hell yeah! Right, guess my faction. Guess it then. Do it! What am I? I'm gonna be so insulted. No. No. Although, to be fair, I have quite an orc mentality sometimes, don't I? Like, I'm just like, break things, kill shit, angry, ooh. But no. I was gonna say I'm gonna be really, really insulted if everyone automatically always just fucking guesses and makes an assumption because I'm a girl that I'm always gonna play the Sororitas, and I'm like, no. No. Ain't gonna be me. I was thinking, my second faction might be the Aldari. And then my bestie, she's Chaos Demons. She's mainly Slanesh. So that tells you a lot. And and you can go back in the VOD later, and I made a reference as to why. Why she chose, said faction. Right, finally, progress. Cool. You know what? I actually have seen loads of women do Tyranids. And I'm like, do women have like a weird bug obsession that I like don't know about? That's why like initially I was really put off because I'm more fantasy medieval, like this kind of shit, right? So I was like, if I can if I can play as elves, I'll go towards Warhammer. But like I thought that Warhammer was only Warhammer 40k as the tabletop. I didn't know there was like Age of Sigmar, the Old World, they've even got Blood Bowl, like all that kind of stuff. I didn't know there was so many different tabletop versions, like, there's so many different things. So I was like, oh, 40k, there's no elves, so I'm not interested. That was me for years, just no. And then I realized I could be my faction and my heart of hearts, my blood, my veins, which is all Viking shit. So that's kind of why I went down that route. But by the way, Chris, my Chris, he's actually at the Warhammer store now. Don't know if he's bought me anything. I don't think so. But he said he's decided on his Blood Bowl team. Yeah, they're definitely in a different class. I really want to be getting like dragons and stuff and painting up dragons. Like I even saw, on like Temu or Temu or whatever one people call it, like they have, like resin or like plastic like figures, and I was like, I might even just start buying them on the cheap and painting them, just so again it's more content going out for 40k fiends. By the way, not my Chris. It's funny because I also just want to call you Miss, because it's the first part of your Twitch name, Miss Chris. Even though I know that's not the actual name. But yeah, I would you say sister channel if it's still technically mine? I don't know. I would say maybe sister channel on like YouTube and like TikTok and stuff is all our 40k stuff. It's called 40k Fiends. I've already put in it in like the chat for the stream, but I don't know if it like allows you to like go back that far, so I'll put it in again. So like all our like 40k lore videos, our painting, our models, our projects, all that stuff is all on our 40k Fiends YouTube and TikTok. Yeah, I don't know if it was like the Old World or Age of Sigmar or something, but the Wood Elves are coming. And you know that in Warhammer, in Total War Warhammer, I'm playing Wood Elves and stuff at the minute, and I think you can actually get the sisters on their dragon, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, I need to look into that, but then it's like, do I really want to look into that when I can't afford it? And then I'm like, annoyed. You know what I mean? Like, not like, oh, I'm getting my hopes up, but it's like I'm getting myself excited for something I can't have for a while, at least, or whatever. So it's kind of like, meh. I would rather have this. See a bunch of Instagram people who sell supporter bundles for 3D printer blueprints. You can get them cheap. Oh. Yeah, but who the fuck? Well, to be fair, the bestie and her husband, they have a 3D printer, but it's like semi-broken. But 3D printers are not fucking cheap. So getting the fucking blueprints and then, getting the blueprints and being able to, have access to like 400 fucking minis, that's fantastic. But yeah, like I've done my own, like I've said, like I got Infernus Marines and I kit bashed them to make them like a lot more space wolvesy and have like wolf heads and that kind of stuff, and I put snow on them and everything. So it's like I'm not against kit bashing by any means at all. I think it's fucking great sometimes. It just depends. If it works, it works, Right, should have more money coming in now. It's just gonna be me and Orange. Was recently running online. Oh, bond. Okay. Yes. Oh, can't fucking beat some elf shit sometimes, like. I don't really know what direction I want to go in. Uh-oh. My army is really struggling at the momento. But yeah, I think we'll try to get a little Age of Wonders on the go. If we can. If there's at least 3 of us, like me and 2 others, then it'll be no problem. We can do that. And it'll just be a case of, like, keep posted for more 40k stuff. It really won't be on Twitch. Like, it'll be on our YouTube and our TikTok, and then some of it will go into Discord. I enjoyed it, but I agree with you in terms of, I would say the novelty wore off in the first month for me. Like, I was, like, glued to it. Oh my god, this is the best thing ever. But, like, you're paying a pretty penny for that fucking game, like, you know? I did initially, you know, think it was great. Think it was unreal. You know, I got the, you know, like, the pre-order version that then gives you, like, some DLCs and stuff for free. So I paid, like I said, I paid a pretty penny for it, like. But over time, the more and more I played it, the less and less it seemed the money was worth it. And I would play that multiplayer as well, because it's still a tolerable enough game, if that makes sense. But I'm there for, you know, who I'm playing with. You know, more than anything. I'm just checking on the doggies. Right, they're both sleeping. Welcome in, dear. Let me get you sorted. Bingo bango. Nah. Don't want to upgrade anything right now. I would rather focus on this stuff. Having some sort of defense. I don't have the money for it. Shit. Ew! That was not a dirty joke, by the way, guys. Really? Is it? If it's on Steam, let me look it up here. 2 seconds. I have so many other games on my wish list. To be fair, I'm keeping Twitch money at the minute to be able to afford Heroes of Might and Magic: The Olden Era. The Olden Era. The Olden Era, when it finally has a release date, I'll kind of know where I'm at financially, because it still says Q2. So, but that's kind of what I'm trying to dedicate like that to at the minute. So I still got 30 games on my wish list, like. Because I did obviously buy Game of Thrones. What am I typing in? Gladius. Relics of War. Oh. Oh. That doesn't look half bad, buddy. Oh, and it's online co-op as well. Yeah. That's why I was like, ooh, when you hear me make that noise, you know that that's in the wish list and now I'm in trouble. To be fair, there is people that have basically been following me and subscribed to the channel for like well over a year. And I have games in my wish list that they have recommended and that I do plan on playing co-op with them that I still have not been able to buy yet. I've still not been able to afford it to buy. Aska is one of them, if you know the Aska game. So I would say I cannot guarantee when this would be bought. Because bitch be purr. But it's, yeah, like, they're in the Discord and stuff, as well, but they will like pop in and out of the streams, and they have been a very, very loyal supporter of me and the channel and stuff, and they're absolutely desperate for me to have Aska, to play it and stuff, and I would definitely play it with people. So it's like, I feel bad, that would be like the top of the list of games to buy for like the followers and subscribers, and stuff. So that's like the top one, because I feel bad that like he's waited this long. I don't know, I feel like I'm letting him down. He's probably like cool with it and it's not the end of the world, and he would love for me to have it, but he's not gonna fucking hate me if I don't, kind of thing. But I feel bad. Yeah, I called you that earlier. I called you Aska earlier because I was like, is this one called Chris or is it the other person that's called Chris? And I was like, well, you know what? You're just going to get called Aska. And then I realized that it was indeed not you who was called Chris. Although, for all I know, Chris is such a common name, you might be called Chris. Fuck knows. Fuck knows. Yeah, I'm not going down that route. So to get here, I need to start working on these. Let me get some dwarves in. Alright, leave it there. Yeah, it's a super common name. And that's no insult to you. I'm not saying these are commoners. I'm not saying these are commoners. I'm not trying to insult nobody. You all need to do what I did and get a unique name like David. Damn. Yeah, so that's my best friend's name. She's Christine. I just call her my wifey, like, because she basically is my wife. We're that close. Not to take the romantic side out of it, and that's what I mean. Take the physicality part out of it, you know what I'm saying? Lo and behold, I talked about him too much and he popped up in the Discord. He was like, you called? I mean, there's nothing wrong with a name Chris, like, but everybody's called Chris. Like, I don't have a fucking, I don't have a super common name, but it's not a super exotic name either. Like, my name's Gemma. Like, everyone will hear, I'll say my own name a lot when I'm, like, insulting myself. I'll be like, fuck's sake, Gemma, get it together. You know what I mean? When I'm playing games. Fuck's sake, Gemma, you dummy. That kind of self-abuse. That's a lot of fucking Skeletonians. I have all three of these, don't I? Yeah. Go this way. No, what I'm actually gonna do is not have enough money. That's what I'm gonna do. Never mind. You can just sit here for a turn then. I am also like watching the camera because 1, Chris is on his way home, and 2, we also have a fucking delivery. It's his delivery, but with a fucking delivery to while he's, you know, not here. Once he comes in, you know, I don't have to fucking pay attention to it anymore, but just in case, because I don't want to be missing it. Whee! Right, if I have money left over, I need to be getting someone plonked in here. You're faster. But I would definitely if I had Asuka, I would be doing a multiplayer, but I would rather do an Age of Wonders Planetfall one first, do my achievement hunting, get it ticked off the list, have it uninstalled for forever essentially, and like move on, you know what I mean? Rather than spending money that I can't really afford to be spending on a game that is just going to get added to the list of time that I can't dedicate to. You know, when I still need to do my Age of Wonders Planetfall anyway, you know? I'm super... I used to be really, really bad for that, you know, and I ended up with 700 million games that I didn't have enough time in the day to play. Or I would buy a game because such and such a person said they wanted to do a multiplayer, and then it would sit there installed waiting on them. And then I wasn't able to play it because they just weren't interested really anymore. They weren't answering me, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, 100%. Like, when I sink my teeth into a game, I do really get into it. And I'll be addicted to it, like, really badly. But then, it's like if I'm buying a game because someone wants me to play it with them, and then I'm like, oh, I got this. Like, are you free tomorrow? Are you free Friday? Are you free whenever? I'm really surprised we won that. And then it's just silence. I'm like, why am I putting money, time, effort in my day to accommodate someone who... We literally talked about this earlier in the stream. To accommodate someone who's not giving me essentially exactly what they asked of me. You know, like, you asked me to do something, I did it, and now you're not holding up your end, and I just find that really hurtful. And I'm a sensitive little baby, so... I'm not saying I gotta sit and cry over it or anything, but it's more of so like a... Right, well, I'm done, Karen. Fine. You've shown me what I need to see. You know, more of an attitude. Right, are you safe? I don't know. A lot of games. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's like you're waiting for a game to come on sale. And then it comes on sale and it's like 1% off and you're like... Really? Really? Your friend just bought you... What's PoE 2? Yesterday, and I didn't play yesterday. I played another game since then. Ooh! Ooh! I will leave that up to your friend to judge. Yeah, well, that's also true. Like, if he's buying you as a fucking gift and, you know, you never asked, you know, that they're just being nice. But if you said you were going to play it with them on said day, said time, and then you didn't communicate that with them and just went and played another fucking game, that's rude in my opinion. But if, you know, you just didn't play it, like if it wasn't an agreed, you know, thing, then, you know, no harm done really. It's more so if they're sitting taking time out of their day to wait on you, then it's rude. I'm innocent, I swear. It was me. Like, I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner. Like, I'm human as anybody else. I'm not fucking perfect. I fuck up sometimes, you know? I'm just saying. I would find, you know, that rude. But if it wasn't agreed, then I wouldn't be feeling, you know, too guilty. And just because someone throws money at something and buys you a game does not mean that then you are absolutely obligated. When you did not ask to be bought said game, it doesn't mean you're obligated to drop everything that you're doing or want to do to appease them because they threw money at you. You know? That would be like the people pleaser, you know, side of me that would feel that way. It'd be like, oh, but they, you know, whatever. And I'm like, Space Marine 2 was great. Yeah. Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, Chris played a lot of. And I watched, like, basically all of it through him, and it was great. I was just sitting there like a passenger princess, but, like, for games. Like, just like, la la la, pew pew, gonna be a go, pew pew. Well, to be fair, we were really enjoying Road Trader. Yeah, it does kind of have a... I think the way they move, like the way like Titus moves and stuff, like as you're playing as him and things, in the actual gameplay and the pew 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 parts, give me Gears of War vibes. Vermintide, I didn't enjoy. Tried it, didn't enjoy. So like just wave after wave of, you know, whatever. I'm like, it was like a bad version of Call of Duty Zombies. Right, I don't want to do a baby version. 245 is decent. But maybe I'd rather just try to do a chunk of the pews, you know? Oh shit, there's the delivery. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music! Alrighty. I've returned. Yeah, delivery came. I was like, oh shit! And I know, like, it's gonna be like 2 seconds later and Chris is gonna pull up and I'm gonna be like, god damn it. I think Space Marine 2 was like The best 40k game ever. I don't know. Oh, I already read that. Warhammer Fantasy version of Left 4 Dead. Haven't played Left 4 Dead. Haven't played that series, to be honest. You would have enjoyed it more if they were third person. My old self doesn't like first person so much anymore. I think for me, personally, it depends on the game. I think some games definitely suit first person more. Some suit third person more. You know, I like, just, in my opinion, I just think every game should come with the option of whatever you prefer. You know? One of the hardest games you ever played at launch. So basically nerf rebalanced everything. Ooh. Yeah, no, Chris's friend was into it and was like, oh, Gemma might like it, Gemma might like it. So I do believe one of them bought it for me. I can't remember. And I was just like, mm. Right, so this is going to do more damage and hit 2 people at once. No, what am I clicking that for? So I'm going to go for these 2 because they're the biggest threats, really. I don't know if I want to fuck with that. Like, I might let my elves sort that out. If possible. I mean, you've no attack, you've only 1 defense, so... You're not really gonna stand much of a chance either, are you? Fuck! Oh, you wee bastard, yeah! Oh, arsehole. There goes my plan. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Gosh, she's a dum-dum. This is where I'd be like, fuck's sake, Gemma. Is she being silly me? Right, so... Get him. I've streamed it 3 times now, total. But 2 streams were really short streams, I believe. But I have been, and I'll play it again on, Friday. It'll be streamed again on Friday. What time is it for all y'all? Because I don't think anyone's in the same time zone as me. Or are they? I don't know. Especially for multiplayer games, so... Yeah, I think for multiplayer games, it'll be afternoon time for me, so it'll be early morning enough for you guys. They're like, sir, I'm ringing the dinner bell, sir. Meow. I'm on 12:03, so it's midday. So let's say we were like sitting down to do like to start like a multiplayer game at like 1 PM my time. It would be 8 AM your time. But America, oh, even America has different time zones from each other because y'all's fucking country's so damn big. Which, like, blows my mind. It's fucking nuts. There's, like, what, 3 different time zones in America? And I'm like, bruh. What? Oh, fucking just bewilders me. It's quite low. Really? I was half right. Or halfway there. I should say. Oh, really? That was quite the battle. I don't know if I just played that really shit or what. Yeah, I was more thinking just like East Coast, West Coast, middle clump. What is it? Pacific time. So, cause I actually they're somewhere, but I just haven't put them up yet. I have clocks that are set to different time zones, so that I can be like, oh, I'll not message such and such because they're still asleep, or you know, they're not off work yet. You know, whatever. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll kind of just like leave people be. That's why I had like three different clocks for different American times to gauge people's time zones. Because that's what I said earlier and stuff. Like if someone's part of my community, like especially if they're in the Discord and they're in the streams often, obviously like the streams is different, because if you're not free at that specific time when I am live, you know, you don't have that access to me. But like with the Discord and stuff, like if people are a lot more active, you know, like in the Discord than the streams, that doesn't bother me. But like if I haven't seen someone in like my stream in a while and they've not been in the Discord for a while, I will genuinely start to worry and be like, right, are they okay? So sometimes like to like maybe check in on someone, like shoot them a message or whatever, but I'm like, it's 3 a.m. I'm not gonna fucking message them at 3 a.m. their time. Like, calm down. I mean, I'm sure most of y'all would actually be fucking awake at that time. 3 a.m. in your own time zones, but no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, me. Oh god. It'd be very, very rare that I would ever have Do Not Disturb on. I used to. Like I said, like, before we moved on all my other streams and stuff, anytime I was streaming, my phone would be just on vibrate, like that kind of Do Not Disturb thing. Not even a full fucking Do Not Disturb, but yeah, like, no. I think for me, like, I just want to be accessible. Like, I don't want people to take the piss out of that and torture me, obviously. But I want to be accessible. But I love having a good, like, yarn, a debate, you know, catch up with people. Like, I don't really like small talk. You know, hey, how's you? Fine, hey, how's you? That doesn't interest me. You know, hey, how's you? Shite, this happened, it was shit, I had a fucking cry, or I fucking smashed a fucking glass and I was fucking pissed and I had to clean that up and, you know, whatever. Like, yeah, see the fucking how's the weather? Don't. Although also, I just realized how hypocritical that sounds, because the very first thing I talked about was the temperature. The very first time that when I changed my screen to go live, and I was like, usually it would be like, right, it's Monday, you know, let's start the fucking week off well with the streams and blah blah blah. It was, you know what's really fucking bugging me? The temperature. But that's just me bitching and moaning and fucking complaining. Which, you know, not surprising. Bitch always complaining about something. But yeah, for me, it's like, don't give me the small talky fucking shit. Like, tell me what ails you. Like, let me celebrate your fucking wins, help you through your fucking losses. Like, I'm here for it. And hopefully fucking vice versa, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna get through this scenario in this stream because I've bloody yabbered on so much. Shocker! That's why as well, like I keep saying I'm gonna start a fucking podcast and then I never do. Because I'm like, Gemma, you're already doing 17 million fucking projects and feel like you're drowning and now you wanna go do another one. Wait. Rather actually swap them round, yeah. Because she's kind of like my last line of defense. But like, I always have so many fucking like topics that I find very, very interesting to be discussed. And there's always like that part of me where I'm like, you know what, I would love to have like guest speakers. You know, I would love to have like just kind of an insight into, you know, to other people's shit. Like why people believe certain things that they believe, how do they come to that decision, and debate it like mature adults, because not everyone's going to see things the same way. But if someone can't have a mature adult debate, don't talk to me. We can agree to disagree. You don't have to, you don't have to understand someone's, you know, reasonings or agree with their, you know, point of view or, you know, whatever, but be respectful. That's all I be caring about. Just don't be an arsehole. No. The amount of times I do this is ridiculous. Send everything the wrong fucking direction. God damn it. I would rather have dragons in here, to be honest. Right, can you actually do this properly this time? Thank you. There we go. Oh my god, she's doing something right. Look at me go. Woohoo! Right, did I get all the shit? I got all the shit. Where am I going with the shit? I'll go up here with the shit. That's the issue, is that they can still fucking come through here and I can't. Oh, actually, oh no, nom 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 nom. Go get the, things off them. There we go. Now I can have these guys. Did I already get that? I did. But I haven't got this one yet. So I need to go somewhere that unlocks the red. Could very well be underground. Oh. Crystal needed. I could honestly just trade stuff for that. But I actually couldn't really be arsed. Maybe I could be arsed because this is... Oh, well, no, I'm getting there. You're bothersome. You're annoying. You're like a fly that has flown inside my house and then cannot figure out how to get out the same bloody window. And you're like, you got in? Go away. Hello there. Trying to have like some sort of army that can address the wee baby army, so I don't have to keep like turning around on myself as much, because that's just really fucking frustrating. I think I'll just permanently leave you here too. Well, to be honest, you're faster, so no. Yeah, we were having a good old yarn about other games and stuff. And then the delivery came too. So there was that. Oh my god. I detest that fucking uwu shit. I really do, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, hell no. And then y'all be doing shit on purpose to take the piss out of me and get me all annoyed. I mean, it's not that fucking big of a deal, like, but I just can't wrap my head around it. Oh, jeez. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that I didn't like it. I shouldn't have said nothing. Oh, God. I should have kept my mouth shut, me. It's gonna be weaponized against me now. Is Mr. Man back? Probably gonna mute myself because the dogs will bark when he's coming in. We'll see. Yes, I need you to go. Oh, shit. You're in my way. Right? Looks like I'm dealing with Minotaurs then. Oh, they haven't got dragons yet. I got dragons. Woohoo! Note to self. Pretend to be unbothered by everything so it's not used against you. There is definitely a couple of people on the channel that like they just live to try to like take the piss out of me, but I love a good banter and a piss take and you know whatever. You can probably hear the El Doggerinos. Alrighty. So, yeah, you need to wait for the next wake, and you're kind of going down. I mean, if I upgraded these, how fast do they get? Why not? Right, okay. Hi, Bobby.
Hi. Is it a weekend?
Yes. The chair and the bracket.
What?
Yeah, you got more books?
Yeah.
Chris got more 40k books. He's gonna show me what he's got.
Yeah.
One of these people is called Chris, by the way, so we've been getting each other all confused. Yummy.
Here, look what they do now.
What? A cake pot?
Yeah, they do the cake, the chocolate cake.
Oh, so it's like the chocolate cake, but they basically get a slice and just put it in the thing.
Guess how much it is?
Yummy. £2.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
$3.95. You tipped.
Well, she said £2.
$3.95.
She said £2 to me.
Well, she must have just fancied you.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Excuse you. Right. This is Chris's Blood Bowl faction. If y'all can see. Dee. Got a berserker. Oh my god, the beer boar.
They look cool, don't they?
Yeah. I want to paint the Norse Raider lineman.
That's alright. They'll all be one colour, like.
Oh. The shield thingies. Look. It takes so long for like the delay.
Yeah. You should open. Because you're on the stream. Maybe go to OBS.
What?
You're watching your stream.
Yeah.
Watch it on OBS.
Oh yeah. Whee! Are they cool? They're cool.
And then there's the 2 books.
Okay, so you got... Are these secondhand or no? They're brand new.
No, they're brand new.
We got the Solar Warrior. The Solar War? Not the Solar Warrior. This is another Horus Heresy one.
Yeah, that's after the Horse Heresy.
And then you got the famous Falcadia. We have done a video on the Falcadia, haven't we?
Yeah.
We did a lore video on that.
And then I got you your thing that you need to paint your man.
Oh, for the big doobies?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the smaller one for painting.
Yeah. And then many of them up is the Death Core guy.
Oh, you built them too?
Yeah.
That's the
You have to before
little
you get
mini.
the store. All
That's
of
probably
them.
terrible quality. I'll take photos of them and put them in the Discord later because y'all are in there.
I got paint.
You got more paint?
Yeah, because he says, because the Siege Regiment that I want to copy, they have.
Ooh, that's a nice colour.
Yeah, they use that purple with this.
Barrack Nar Burgundy.
And that's the mixture. That's how you mix your paints. And
With that. Oh, your wee coin.
Death Core one.
You got his wee Deathcore coin too. Oh shit, the lighting's horrific. You can't see that at all. You had a fucking dream about getting back into Warhammer last night and having to buy a paint set. Well, I think it's about time you get back into Warhammer, dear. I think it's fate. It's been called. Chris's are being called to Warhammer. So back in the day, we had so someone played from 2nd edition.
Right.
And someone had played from like 3rd, 4th edition. I couldn't remember what the word for edition was. I was like seasons, and they were like editions. I was like, yes, that's it. Yeah, I think everyone should get back into Warhammer, and then we should all just update each other on our beautiful Warhammer projects.
Where's Michael? Time to make Michael.
Because now you finally got your Blood Bowl thing.
Yeah, because he's been waiting for ages.
Just for you to make a decision.
Yeah.
What else did y'all say you played as? We had Necrons, we had... Oh yeah, we had more Chaos Demons, didn't you say? I'm scrolling through all the chat. I think someone said Eldar too. What's really funny is I have like 2,500 points of Eldar and Lizardmen in storage that I never got rid of. Get damn right. Of storage. I'm not saying like get your titties out or nothing, you know what I mean? Or is Finn barking? Right, Finn, that's enough. Good boy. Yeah, get them out of storage and fucking show me. Are they painted?
That's what I was telling you. We need to get you
The Battle Honors kit?
Yeah, because you get all that stuff from it.
Yes, but is that not the subscription thing?
I think so.
But
It's only like
I don't know. I think it's more expensive than that, Bubs. I don't really know if you can hear him that well in the background. Chris also mumbles. So he's like... Yeah, you do? You have a very deep voice, babe, and you mumble real bad. That's what it sounds like. If they're painted and you have like photos of them or old photos, put them all on the Discord.
Where's my gift copy? It's actually really hard to do that.
Yeah, was he fiddly?
Yeah, they're actually like, I don't know, the money in the month seem like smaller than the actual figures that you get.
Well, when you think about it as well, they have the like especially for like Adeptus Astartes, sure the Primaris ones are all bigger than the older like edition stuff.
Oh yeah, the Forge Work edition. What was I gonna say?
Everyone's gonna stand put for a while.
They're bringing out another Carmel Square recipe. They said.
They're changing it.
No, they're keeping the original, but they're doing another one.
All right. By the way, I asked chat and no one's fucking said nothing, but I think the Wood Elves have finally came out for either the Old World or the Age of Sigmar or the fantasy version or whatever. I think they've just came out, and I'm like, if I look at it, I feel like I'm gonna get upset because it's gonna be like, oh, this is £75. I'm like, I don't have that.
But Age of Sigmar figures are so much better.
Someone actually did say that in the chat. They were like the fantasy version. The fucking figures are unreal.
I was looking at them.
But do they not all go in their like wee tray?
Some do, some don't.
They all go in like a wee tray and then they move as like a whole entire unit rather than in 40k you have to move like the whole unit, but you have to move each individual boyo.
Some do, but not all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because on the where you paint them in a month, they had Age of Sigmar paint on it.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm like, let's go! What was cool?
The ponies. They were cool.
Bretonnian ponies? Like the Empire ponies?
I don't know, they were just ponies. They had like really nice like gold and all on them. The horses were like white.
Yeah, they're probably that'd be the Empire ponies.
They were really cool.
Kush is in a crate like, hello, you've came home and ignored me.
Give me a side,
Yeah.
Right, I like the conditions.
Okay, honey, thank you. Right, they're all sand put. He's gonna go into the underground now. You're like, I don't know the answer, so I can't tell you shit. Honestly, we're not usually this like interrupted in the streams with like deliver like obviously at Christmas time there the deliveries were fucking wild because it was Christmas. Everyone's in position for the new week, yeah. Oh well, no, you need to get shit anyway, so there's no point. Yeah, we're gonna be starting to do like updates on like Warhammer news and stuff, because like any new bit of Warhammer news, we're like, oh my god. So it'll be videos and stuff going out for all that and shit too. I'm excited. Landar, do you still have any of your old figures? Or did they get like sold, or are they like in shit, I forgot to get you to recruit shit. Damn it. I just want to see what people have so I can be like, woo! Oh shit. Yeah, if you're going underground, then I'm just gonna meet you up here. And I forgot to get the other dragons. Big dum-dum move. Right, so you're fine going back. You're... Aww. That's sad. That's unfortunate. You actually need to go back the way. Bingo, bingo. You can take... Oh. You know what? I don't need more skeletons, to be honest. I mean, if they're also, like... Like, I have one metal figure. And that was actually got for me. It was a really... it was actually one of my Christmas presents. I love metal figures. Metal figures are class. They're just really shitty to paint. And they, like, bought it for me, painted it up for me, everything. Beautiful. Still have it, obviously. But I love, like, collecting, like, the older things. If I could have, like, just most of my shit, like, older metal figures and all, I would. Right, this is gonna be a problem. Didn't think about that. I would upgrade these. Will we upgrade anything else? Upgrade these. I mean, there's only so much they can churn out from these, so... Who's actually faster? 4 and 4, doesn't matter to them. Casualties weren't actually that bad. I don't have archery skill. That was not worth it. You do, but you're not gonna be doing that much fucking fighting. I'm gonna take these back so I can upgrade them. You are my defense, really. To be fair, I could actually just get everything. They're trying to desperately get some more resources. Damn. Okay. No. I need to go back and learn that implosion, actually. To be fair, I could probably just get through it without... I see! Dead. My lips are so dry. Yeah, we've got a problem. can probably go sort that out, to be fair. Does that say Malekith? If you know Total War, well, if you know Warhammer, there's Malekith for you. Let me take my ship back. Thank you. So lost a lot. But you're also a tiny baby level, so let these guys exchange. Gimme. I'm gonna take them down the way. You're gonna go back to sitting pretty here. Let's get more dragons for ourselves. Oh my god, you just hit me with a damn dad joke. Good lord. Well, to be fair, I have like over 1,000 zoms, so... Not zoms, but what do you call them things? The Skelalalitons?
Before I forget, we do 2 different ones.
Smoked it unsmoked?
Yeah, so I thought you could try both.
I like the smoky smoky.
No, but just so you can try.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't take that. Well, maybe I'll sit here and I'll wait for them to come reinforce me. Can't take both. So I'm going up. Yeah, because there's not really a whole high number of them anyway to go get, whatchamacallit? Upgraded. Right, you're going back the way. We're upgrading all of these. And we're going to give them back to you. You're gonna wait. You're giving. That's annoying. Right, I'd rather just get someone else again. Sorry, as much running backwards and forwards fucking shit. You're coming for me. Nope, I'm meant to be going the other direction. Bingo, I made it. No, that's too much of a hit to the strength level, I feel like. I mean, their money is going to be quite low. There we go. Finally. I'm gonna sit in here. Look pretty. Why the hell not? I probably made this like way more difficult for myself than it should be. And I've like really dragged it on. But it is what it is. Oh, you can defeat her. Sweet. Okay, that's gonna be fucking helpful, regardless. Right, give me all the shit. Right, so you run to you. You start here and you run out there. And then you can run down, collect from here. You can... Oh, did I miss something? No, I didn't. Thanks, dear. Welcome in, enjoy. Enjoy. You do have a little 10-minute timer before you can chat away to us, but after that, talk all you want. We like a good old yarn here. It's been quite a talkative little day. We've been yapping. And I do like a good old yap. Yeah, so you run to here. You run to here. You take from here, run to here. You meet them. Just a bit, just a tad, just a little. You're like a good little yap. Fuck, you may as well fucking take it. Yeah, you can kind of float around here. So why don't I do it more like that way? So you can like sit here, get from you, recruit here, straight into the underground, and then you're running around the underground. Okay. See, I don't even know if I can just wipe mine. Maybe I'll just keep it like that for now. More yap than a Jack Russell. I'd have to tend to leaning towards agreeing, but I've met some seriously yappy Jack Russells, so... I'm not gonna give these anymore. Okay, you're going up here. Shit. You're then going here. Back the way. Keep going up. Fuck it, I'm trying it. Sweet. Bingo! Congratulations, all your enemies have been defeated. I was just taking my time. You know how it goes. Now we can listen to the wee blurby blurb. Yap yap. Now again, we need to defeat all of Sandro and Phineas's enemies to win the scenario. Same thing if Sandro's defeated, but also now Phineas is defeated. Then we die, we lose, you know what I'm saying? They are limited to level 20, but they will carry on all their shit. So for that, I'm going to take the defense skill. As per usual, I put the difficulty way down because your girl is shit, man. And it's us versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Traveling to Deyja, I met Phineas Vilmar, an ambitious but slightly foolish necromancer. He has some holdings here and is trying to increase his realm of power. With my skills of persuasion, he should soon find himself in the position he craves. Of course, I will be the shadow, whispering orders into his ear.
Beep. Yeah, 6 is quite a lot in it. It was even fucking us versus 3 there. It was like, damn, but now it's fucking 6. It's like... Phineas Vilmar is a young lord who desires power. With such a greedy appetite and a poor head for tactics and political manipulations, he is quickly taken to your direction. He is a prime candidate for becoming a puppet, but he just doesn't know it yet. You decide to make him very dependent upon you and get him promoted through the ranks. Okay, so... He's good for traveling. He can animate dead quite well. His spell stuff is, man, you know, he's got expert necromancy, and he actually has the amulet, so we're probably going to give you the amulet, and you're going to be doing the bulk of the shit. Yeah, I'm happy that I chose the defense as well. So again, we're starting off with actually a little bit more this time because we have these guys. I might keep you as the defense, and try to get Meteor Shower in here. Obviously, it's fucking random, so I can't guarantee any of that. But it is what it is. I can see loads of resources and stuff already, but yeah, we're superly duperly outnumbered. There will be no stream tomorrow, as per usual. Wednesday, we're gonna be back with our Total War Warhammer, so I can see if I can like. I think it's still going to be a couple of weeks until I've actually got, like, Total War Warhammer with the Wood Elves, you know, sorted and done and dusted, because I do like me fighting, but at least it'll be able to be, like, a proper, long, decent length stream on Wednesday. Friday we'll be back with Game of Thrones, and then Saturday, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll fix the Inzoi issue and figure out why that's crashing and shit. Because it's not necessarily the game's crashing, it's when it's loading my save that's crashing. And I would be absolutely pissed if I had to restart and all this fucking shit. I'm not about that life. I don't want to do that. Because y'all saw how long it fucking took me. It was like a 10-hour stream or something. Oh Lord. Oh no. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to escape this now, am I? I think it's gonna follow me everywhere now, fuck's sake. Yeah, lesson learned. I will not tell yous any more things that I don't like. Because it'll be used against me. Yeah, so if we can't get Inzoi working on Saturday, I will probably just play more Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones I'm just itching to really sink my teeth into. I'm really looking forward to Friday generally. On the note, folks, it's been an absolute fucking great little stream. I appreciate all the support, all the love, all the yapping, all the Jack Russell attitude. And on that note, have an amazing rest of your day. Bye bye.